final one. You're not alone in stepping away from Formula One after this race. Can we just get a word on your former teammate, Sebastian Vettel? What's his legacy?
When you said former, I thought you were saying Max is hanging it up. You're not, are you?
Not yet.
Oh yeah, okay. One more season.
Yeah.
Well, it's with Seb, I feel like I've been asked a lot. I'm sure we all have since he announced his retirement, and only good things to say. Let's start with that. I think he's as a person, I can speak so highly of him. Also, just like some on a personal level, some things that he's done for me. Just very, very appreciative of. I think he's a very caring individual. Cares about the sport as a whole, but also cares about, let's say, us drivers. We're all competitors for sure, but yeah, I think he's definitely able to separate that and just look out for us ultimately. And as a competitor, I think back to 2013, when he won every race in the second half of the season, and it was like a relentless approach. Like he just wasn't satisfied. Like he ultimately wanted to destroy the competition. And I felt like that was like, you could just see like the raw competitor in him, and that drive to not win, but to destroy, if you will. You had to admire and respect that.
Max, coming to you. Can we start with Sebastian as well? Just get your thoughts on him, his career. Are there any particular battles that you've had with him that stand out?
Well, first of all, of course, he has meant a lot also to Red Bull. He came through as a junior and basically achieved all of it in the sport, and he still has a lot of friends within Red Bull, all the way up. He's had a career which a lot of people could only dream of, but at the end of the day, that's not everything. I think as a person, he's always been very caring. Of course, I had my heated battles with him, especially in the beginning of my career. But for me, one thing I will always remember for the rest of my life, last year, Silverstone, I came back from the hospital to get to my motorhome to get all my stuff. And he was there waiting for me when I got out of the car. And he said, "Hey, Max, like, how are you doing? Are you okay?" And that just shows how he is, a super nice, caring person who is not only there for performance, but also means well, I think that's also really nice to be remembered like that. And we'll also do a helmet swap this weekend. So that's definitely a very nice helmet to have in the collection. And he will definitely be missed. But on the other hand, I also really wish him well for the future, whatever he wants to do, to be honest. But I think most of it, what is most important is spend time with family. He's a real family man, and that's great to see and great example.
Charles, if we could just kick off talking about your former teammate, Sebastian Vettel. What will you remember from your time together?
Again, I can only agree with whatever has been said by Max and Daniel. He's been incredible. He's achieved so much in the sport, and there's nothing much more to say on that side. But as a person, he's been incredible. I remember already in Formula 2, I was doing the simulator work, which, okay, it's not an easy work to do because it's really, really tiring. And I thought that Seb probably didn't even know I was on the simulator. And I received a letter one day just thanking me for all the hard work. And that meant a lot for me at that time. But that was only a small thing. Then obviously we became teammates in 2019 and 2020 also, where he has learned me really a lot. We've had our tense moments on track, but the respect of the track has never changed, and he's always been there for me whenever I had difficult times. And that was very different to what I was used to with my previous teammates. Obviously, in Formula 1, it's normal. There's inner competition inside the team, but he has always been super caring and trying to help me whenever I was going through more difficult times. But he will definitely be missed. I'm sure that he will enjoy his time of the racetrack, and that he will find other things that makes him happy.
Lewis, if I could come to you next, please. When you think of the battles you've had with Sebastian over the years, what comes to mind?
When I think of Seb, he was a bit of a nuisance back then.
I'm actually quite sorry, it's your answer, but I think Baku for me wasn't a great moment because what I did wasn't right.
Sure.
But actually, I think from that moment onwards,
Our friendship got better.
yeah, a lot better. So
Yeah.
I don't want that to
No,
not happen, if you see what I mean.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, I think we always had such great battles, honestly. And I was just sitting here thinking, most drivers are coming back. Like, he's come back. You're probably going to come back. We're seeing other drivers coming back. So I'm sitting here kind of accepting, yes, it's your last race, but you'll be back. Formula One has a way of sucking you back in. We've noticed that from so many other drivers. So, no?
Maybe we can make a deal. We speak outside.
Yeah.
When you want to get away, maybe I want to come back.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
And just swap, alternate,
Exactly.
yeah.
Fernando, if I could come to you, please. You too have enjoyed many great battles with the man on your left. What will you miss about Sebastian?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be strange to don't have him in next year in the first race. But yeah, I mean, we share, as you said, so many things over the last 15 years. Sometimes we fought for championships, sometimes for 7th places, even in Japan, until the finish line. And we still obviously always enjoy every single battle and respect each other as much as we could. So yeah, I think my career is going to be linked to Sebastian in a way, because we fought for many great things and in the best seasons of our life probably. And even though it was on his side, the outcome always, I think it's going to be very linked. As I said, our two names or my name in Sebastian's career and vice versa.
Has he given you any tips about life at Aston Martin?
No, not yet. I will ask on Sunday evening.
The moment has arrived, your last weekend as a Formula One driver. How are you feeling at this stage?
I don't know. Maybe I should ask Fernando. He went through it already. He will go through it again, I guess, at some point. Yeah, I feel okay. I mean, obviously, I guess after so many years and races, there's the routine of Thursday, but I think it's difficult in a way to grasp. But yeah, I'm aware of what's happening and I'm happy about it, so as far as I can be.
Are emotions going to be running high when you're inside the car?
I will see, I guess. I guess it will be at some point a little bit different. It does feel a little bit different already today, even though it's, like I said, a lot of it is routine. But yeah, how much and how it will be, I don't know yet. I guess you have to ask me again if you catch me.
I'm sure we will. Look, it seems trite to ask only one question about the last 17 years of your life, but if you have one abiding memory from your Formula One career, what is it?
I don't think it works that way. I don't think it's fair to pick one. So I obviously can't speak for an hour now, and I don't really want to. But I think I've been lucky that there's been so many moments to choose from. Yeah, impossible to remember everything after so many years. I guess that always the first, in a way, always stand out. But yeah. I think every time had its highlights. There were its moments, and yeah, I also enjoy the last 2 years, even though from a sporting point of view, maybe they weren't really a highlight. And there was nothing to celebrate, no success in this regard. Still, I think, I learned a lot. I think I progressed, I grew, and had a good time together with the team. So we didn't get the reward on track, but still. So I don't think it's fair to pick only one race or one moment.
Sebastian, enjoy your last weekend.